Famously born and raised in Seattle.
Today, did the Bills let down Josh Allen, or did Josh Allen let down the Bills?
Well done.
Let's just think about it. Meanwhile, a brand new edition of Brew's MVP ballot, which he kind of like self-dissed earlier in the show. I didn't think it was necessary.
No, I just did want to make it seem like,
Brew.
the actual MVP award.
But it is to the show. All right. It means something.
I'm a humble sort.
Okay. But right now, we're headed on an adventure. Well, it's chilly without my gloves. Week 6 is in the books. What a wild climb we've had. Superstars have fallen prey to injury on the mountain. And surprisingly, a pair of Joneses, Mac and Daniel, have climbed pretty high. But the air is growing thin up here. Let's see who rises and who falls as we climb Mahomes Mountain.
Where are you?
I'll tell you what, AI, not just doing chores. Not just comforting the elderly. Yeah, the old people get, because lonesomeness is an epidemic. You got those robots.
What is in your glass?
Well, it's not funny. But first of all, it's not funny.
That.
Lonesomeness is an epidemic.
Brew, why are you crying with
Because
laughter?
the robots are there to help.
Listen, Brew,
Something's in there, bro.
for some reason, Wilds thinks the solution after a bad show like he had yesterday is to just do a one-man stand-up act.
Because lonesomeness is an epidemic. You're joking around about it. The robots are there to be like, hey, how's it
Time for the mountain. A lot of people off right now. Quarterback play in this league, I got to tell you, it's seen better days. The best of the best, like the top 10 to 15 quarterbacks, their numbers are really good. And then it's some really tough ones. Wilds literally has a tear dripping down his face from his own humor. This guy. Can we please show you who is off the mountain? Lamar and Brock because of injury. Justin Fields because the games are televised. Dylan Gabriel because it's not a 6-foot and under league. Cam Ward.
Oh, man, this was a shocker. This is mostly on coach.
Wait.
I didn't draft him number one.
You told me the offensive line would be great. Callahan, father and son's like Tommy boy.
KW.
He's got to throw the ball.
He's got
to get
He also, you picked him to go to the playoffs. Coach didn't tell you to do that. Can we go back to who's off the mountain without these interruptions?
Sorry.
Joe Flacco, it hasn't been good. Cooper Rush, I think that luckily Lamar's coming back. If not, I think you'd have to go Huntley.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just can't. You can't trot. You can't trot him out anymore.
No question.
Bottom of the mountain. Bo Nix and Mac Jones next to each other. Mac threw for a bunch of yards. Also could have had 5 turnovers. Fumbled 3 times. Threw 2 picks. Bo Nix.
End of controversy.
That's correct, bro. There are 32 teams in the NFL. One of them's the Broncos. They played the Jets. The Titans also exist. The other 29 teams would have beaten the Broncos this past weekend with the quarterback performance they got. Luckily, they were playing the Jets. Tua blames the ice, I assume, for his place on the mountain. Bryce moves up a bit. Carson Wentz played well. And then Kyler, I can't take him off for injury because you got to miss multiple weeks. But Jacoby Brissett went in there and looks good.
Yeah.
And so
I thought they had that.
I thought they. I know you almost had a good one. All right, row 6. Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence. Same spot on the mountain. Weird. Jackson Dart. Listen, he got lost on his way to the mountain and started headbutting the mountain, but this is his moment for now. Penix, I thought, played well. They also, when they could have just taken knees almost late in the game, called a pass play that was this close to being a pick 6 it's a tie of the game. It was one of those ridiculous play calls and decisions I've seen, but I thought Penix played well. Geno back up. Geno is solid. Again, he's had a rough opening month.
That's
just
how
one
far
pick.
it's fallen.
They got to
Only
win.
one.
And Spencer Rattler, not that bad.
He's actually
not that. You were scared if he got the ball back with 6 minutes left.
He's actually
down
good.
6. Yeah. All right. Now we're to the guys who are actually playing well. Top 15. J-Lo stays where he is. I didn't think he had a great game. He did make a great play at the end to seal it. Jaden, again, you remove his 2 worst plays, it was an awesome game. But those 2 worst plays probably cost him the game. Fair is fair. Aaron Rodgers has to move up. I think I'm very interested to see what a really good defense or a really good defensive coordinator does against the Steelers. But right now, this very, very, very quick passing game is working. Caleb handled the operation well, ran for a touchdown, Had a touchdown taken off the board. We didn't even talk about it. It was one of his better throws and got him in field goal range late. And CJ off this week. Not going to move him on a bye. Top 10. Sam Darnold. Been really good. Like, really good for a Seattle team. Hey, Seattle on the show again. Oh, yeah. That's just really good. Just credit where it's due. So the Seahawks, in my opinion, have proven they're a really solid team. Daniel Jones, once again, delivering. The Colts defense didn't play well this week. They won anyway. Goff has to drop. Not a ton, but drop a little bit. I didn't think he played great. Justin Herbert, weird one, because I didn't think he played that great. But he, for the second time this year, made an unbelievable play that saved the game for them. He did it against Denver, evading a rush, making a throw, and then did it this week. Top 6. Josh Allen has to move down. Fair is fair. Dak stays where he is. He's been excellent.
We've arrived.
Drake May.
Wow.
Moving up.
Thank you, bro.
Drake May. Wow. I looked yesterday. Wild said Drake May's passer rating in every game this year after week 1.
Yeah.
And the numbers were so high that I grabbed his paper and looked at it. I was like, is that correct? Because I forgot they had played 6 games. I was like, I know week 1 he didn't play, but since week 1, it's been like 105 or higher every single week. He deserves to be where he is. Don't reveal it yet. Now, last week, Patrick Mahomes was not atop the mountain. We had, for the 3rd straight week, someone new atop the mountain. It was Baker Mayfield. Patrick Mahomes, now 3 games post tackle that turned the tide, another 4-touchdown game, national TV, MVP favorite. I know what everybody's thinking. But the mountain is fair. Reveal row 2. Patrick stays where he is, and everybody's All-American Matt Stafford moves up because it would be outrageous to lower Baker Mayfield after the week he just had.
That's true.
So as great as Patrick is, Baker, with his team being 5-1, Baker pulling off that 3rd and 14, Baker throwing to Tez Johnson, who's 145 pounds, dealing with his 4th, 5th, and 6th string wide receivers. Baker deserves to dropping him would have been outrageous. Did I consider 2 number 1s, Did I, a little Texas Tech, Oklahoma redux? I did. But I said, you know what? We'll just leave it as it is. Wow. And that is America's most trusted and believable quarterback ranking service, Mahomes Mountain.
Great job.
Coach?
That was pretty good.
I am really proud of you that you're willing to put Mahomes lower than top of the mountain 2 weeks in a row. I think that shows real
It's actually 4 weeks in a row.
Is it 4 weeks in a row?
Because it was Lamar, Josh. I don't know if it was ever I think it was Lamar, Josh, whatever it was.
I guess once you had a glimmer of hope
once
to put him back up there, I thought instantaneously he would fly back up. So that's really positive. Here's where I disagree. I don't know why Stafford moved up and Dak didn't. To me, that doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fair. And here's my thought process on this. So they played Carolina, the worst defense in the league, or they played Baltimore, worst defense in the league, where Dak played Carolina, and I'm not saying they're the 85 Bears, but they're a lot better defensively than what Baltimore is. So that's one component of it. And then when you look at them head-to-head over the last 3 games, because I know this is a rich tapestry, but I just wanted to put it in a context of how good Dak has been playing compared to Stafford. And look, it's not crazy different, but I think the other significant part about this is what they have to deal with going into the game. Because every game Dallas has to go in with the 31st ranked defense in terms of points allowed, where the Rams have the 3rd best defense with points allowed. So Dak has to go in with the mindset of, I need to score 30 points, which is a ton of pressure without his number 1 receiver, where it's totally different from Matthew Stafford. He knows if he just gets to 20, then they're going to be okay because they're giving up a little under that at about 18. So from a mindset and performance expectation, Dak has significantly more pressure game in and game out, and he's delivered, and I'm not sure why Stafford trumps him on the mountain.
A couple of reasons. One is, I guess, pressure's in the eye of the beholder, so to speak. Some would argue Dak is under less pressure than at any point in the last decade because the team has so little expectations at this point. When he's good, people give him applause whether they win or lose. But the other one is this, and I don't...
kind of taking a shot at his character. He doesn't care if he wins or loses.
No. That's not fair. I was not taking a shot at Dak's character. What I'm saying is I think that there is and added pressure when you're an SBOB team like the Rams or SBOB adjacent brew, you're the arbiter of SBOB, as opposed to a team where it's like, hey, you know, nobody really expects anything from us this year. The other part of it is this, and I want your honest opinion on this.
Okay.
I watched that Rams-Ravens game, and it felt to me like the Rams were uber conservative offensively because they felt like if we don't turn the ball over, Cooper Rush can't get to 10 points. And because of that, like maybe I'm wrong, I felt like if Lamar Jackson were starting that game, the Rams might have scored 30. Like that everything would have been different, but everything was kind of more constricted and so maybe maybe teams don't do that, but it felt to me like they had a game plan of don't make mistakes and we can't lose to this Ravens offense the way it is currently rolling.
I really thought that the mountain was structured based off of performance, not based off of subjective intent. So I understand it's a rich tapestry. That's why I showed the last 3 games.
Yeah, as opposed to the whole season.
To show the rich tapestry.
Yeah, because if you showed the whole season, it's a match every
and I guess we can magically predict what the intent was of the different staffs in that moment, as opposed to what actually happened. Okay. And put him where he belongs.
Well, it's not a quarterback wins mountain, but it certainly helps to win.
He tied up the game, and then they went on a 15-play drive and kicked the field goal to win the game.
Looks like he should have managed the clock.
Should he have gone out and played safety? Hey. Like, what do you want him to do?
Go ahead.
Look at Al.
All right. Josh Allen, he has to drop.
More.
Yes. More. I mean, Josh really, when you really look at it, he's had 2 really good games this year. Baltimore, obviously, and Miami. And then after that, it's been okay. And I said it earlier, last 3 games, he's got 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions. Even if you take away the one that was late this weekend, last night, still. I mean, still 4 interceptions. Last year, that was his magic potion, right? That he didn't turn the ball over all of a sudden. Now he's back to doing that. They've lost their last 2 games, and I am moving Sam Darnold up because Nick is right. He's been playing great, and that bomb he threw to Jackson Smith and Jigba
like that,
was because I'm taking him from you because you don't want him. You discarded him. I'm not even claiming him. I'm just saying the dude is balling. You couldn't have thrown the ball to JSN any better than he did. And here's their numbers compared to each other. Darnold's got him whipped in everything. TD to interception ratio is close. But again, Josh lately has been throwing a lot of picks.
9.6 yards per pass is unbelievable.
Incredible. And here's the other thing. Right, and I like Kenneth Walker III, but they've got a bottom 10 rushing game right now.
No,
overall.
He's been excellent.
So he's kind of, believe it or not, even though they do have the great receiver, he's carrying the offense. It's not like they got this great run game and he's supplementing it. He's carrying it right now. They are a very good team. So, I think Darnold could move up.
Okay, so listen, I am not going to take any shots at how Darnold's played this year. I think he's been outstanding. And again, the mountain's not left to right, but oddly enough, Darnold was the first person on that row. And, I considered Darnold and Drake May. I considered that was the last call there.
What?
No, I did. I mean, Darnold's been that. You just saw the numbers. Darnold's been that good. The team, by the way, is the same record as Drake's, but set that aside. It would have felt unfair for me to drop Josh outside of the top 6. I understand the point.